Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. The chip industry is a field of ups and downs, and fluctuations show obvious cyclicality. As the global chip industry enters a downward trend in 2022, China, as the world's largest chip consumer and importer, will face challenges. This article will delve into the impact of rising chip prices on China and how to improve self-sufficiency to reduce dependence on imports. Cyclical fluctuations in the chip industry. The chip industry fluctuates cyclically, with both long and short periods, showing wave-like changes. The global chip industry will begin to decline in 2022, reach a low point in 2023, and begin to rebound in 2024. As the world's largest chip consumer and importer, China is particularly affected by cyclical fluctuations. During peak times, demand increases, prices rise, and companies make profits. During troughs, demand decreases, prices fall, and companies face challenges. 1. Chip cyclical fluctuation growth. The chip industry fluctuates cyclically for about 4 years, alternating peaks and troughs. The global chip industry will begin to decline in 2022, reach a low point in 2023, and rebound in 2024. As the world's largest chip consumer and importer, China is more significantly affected by fluctuations. At the peak, prices rise, demand increases, and companies make profits. At troughs, prices fall, demand decreases, and companies suffer. This kind of cyclical fluctuation is prevalent in the chip industry, and every link has a profound impact on the global industrial chain. 2. China's chip consumption and import issues. China is the world's largest chip consumer, accounting for 1/3 of the world's annual consumption. At the same time, China is also the world's largest importer of chips, with imports accounting for 65 to 70% of the world's total production capacity. Therefore, the fluctuations in the global chip market have a particularly obvious impact on China. When global chip prices fluctuate, the amount of chips imported into China will be affected accordingly, and the import volume will fluctuate accordingly. China's chip imports decline. In 2021, the amount of China's imported chips reached a historical peak, began to decline in 2022, and reached a low in the past 4 years in 2023, only 349.4 billion yuan. According to trend predictions, China's import volume will increase in 2024, with some institutions predicting that it will exceed at least $400 billion, an increase of more than $50 billion compared with 2023. And if chip prices increase significantly and demand increases, the increase may be even higher, exceeding $50 billion is not impossible. 1. Changes in the amount of chips imported into China. The amount of chips imported into China fluctuates cyclically, reaching its peak in 2021, beginning to decline in 2022, and reaching a trough in 2023. A rebound is expected in 2024, with imports expected to exceed $400 billion. Especially when chip prices rise and demand increases, the amount of imports may increase significantly, which means that China's spending in the chip market will increase significantly. 2. China's chip imports are affected. As the world's largest chip importer, China is particularly affected by market fluctuations. Changes in the import amount directly reflect changes in the global chip market, and price increases will directly lead to an increase in China's import amount. Therefore, when global chip prices fluctuate, China is undoubtedly one of the most affected countries. In order to cope with this situation, China needs to strengthen its own capabilities, reduce its dependence on imports, and reduce the impact of fluctuations on the economy. Increase self-sufficiency to meet challenges. Improving self-sufficiency is an important measure for China to reduce its dependence on chip imports. In the context of uncertain changes in the global market, strengthening independent research and development and improving self-sufficiency will effectively reduce dependence on imports and reduce the impact of market fluctuations on the Chinese economy. However, as the global chip hegemon, the United States is unwilling to see China increase its self-sufficiency rate and strives to suppress China's technological development and maintain its dominant position in the global market. 1. The importance of improving self-sufficiency. Increasing the self-sufficiency rate is China's response to changes in the global market. By increasing its independent research and development of chips and reducing its reliance on imports, China can better withstand the impact of market fluctuations. As uncertainty in the global market increases, improving self-sufficiency has become a key path for China's development and an important measure to deal with external challenges. 2. Challenges under U.S. pressure. As the world's chip hegemon, the United States has a negative attitude toward China's increase in its self-sufficiency rate. The United States uses various means to try to restrict China's technological development and maintain its dominant position in the global market. In the process of improving China's self-sufficiency rate, it faces resistance and pressure from the United States. This is also an important challenge that China faces when developing in the chip field. The cyclical fluctuations in the chip industry have an important impact on China's economy, especially the fluctuations in import amounts, which are of great significance to China's economic development. Improving self-sufficiency and reducing dependence on imports are important measures for China in the face of market fluctuations. However, in the process of improving its self-sufficiency rate, China needs to respond to pressure and challenges from the United States and other countries and maintain its technological independence and development rights. China's chip industry is facing huge challenges and opportunities. Amid global market fluctuations, China needs to strengthen its technological innovation capabilities, increase its self-sufficiency rate, and enhance the market's ability to resist risks. In the face of external pressure, China should maintain an open and inclusive attitude, promote industrial development, and achieve sustainable economic growth and development.